call the game, sweetheart. Welcome back to Kathy Rain. We are not asking about any more movies.
Not the cultured type. I understand.
You should. Let's actually
I need to ask you a few questions.
Yeah, questions.
Sounds serious. Ask away.
Okay.
What's your opinion on the Church of the Holy Trinity?
I'd say they're good people. Isaac the priest is, anyway. His dad, Father Bill, on the other hand, though, he and the people he had around him were into some weird shit.
What kind of weird shit?
I don't know, they were like a cult or something, with Billy Praise himself at the top. Really shifty bunch of folks. Isaac turned it all around when his dad kicked the bucket, made it a proper church.
Interesting. Do you know anyone else who was involved in the old church?
Not really. I tried to stay as far away from those people as possible. Ask Isaac about it. He's a friendly guy.
All right. I might do that.
Yeah, the church is our next stop after we deal with the clinic.
Okay, that's enough serious questions for now.
Alrighty.
And that's enough for you for now.
Okay, I'm off.
Bye.
Goodbye. Can I rummage through the trash? I want to rummage through the trash.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Well, fine. We can combine, what is it? The lighter with the cigarettes for more achievements if we desire. I think I have this one, though.
Hey! I have enough cancer as is.
Sorry about that, buddy.
I don't think we are. Alright, we already got the achievements, so let's just go inside. Automatic doors are the best. Hey, crazy lady! Talk to us.
Excuse me, nurse? Hey, nurse!
Yeah?
Yeah. How about this one?
They don't pay you much, huh?
No shit. What do you want?
I'm here to see Charles Wade.
Never heard of him. Anything else?
Bullshit. I know he's here. Listen, it's okay. I'm a friend of the family.
No, you're not, and I said he's not here. Don't make me call security.
Cheerful person.
What a bitch. I need to get rid of her somehow.
Somehow, indeed. And
I can't read it from here.
Of course you can't read it from here.
A calendar from 1991. Guess they really liked that year.
Probably because I honestly remember what they are. By the way, if you listen to actually all 4 of his monologues, which I don't feel like listening to, you'll get an achievement.
Rows and columns of files.
Pretty sure I did that
Probably
once
easier
already,
to use
too.
the computer if I need to do some digging.
Cool. Well, let's see here. What we do need to do is we need to come out here. We need to get him to distract the lady, because that's what the only thing Goober's good for, distracting people.
Hey, doofus.
Oh, hi.
I don't believe you actually... I can't believe you actually responded to that. Anyway, here.
So, how good an actor are you?
The best. The very best.
Anyway.
You know, that nurse in there, she said she loved you in all those movies, and that she always wished you'd give her a live performance.
I knew it. She always gave me these strange looks.
You hang around here often?
I thought it was contempt, but her face must just be cramping up from shyness.
Yeah, that's definitely it. She'd love to see you act, I'm sure.
I'm gonna have to oblige. Which movie do you think she'd like the best?
You better give me Of course you won't give me options. You're supposed to say the usual surprises, which means...
Never mind.
We gotta listen to more of this.
What about it?
The usual surprises.
Give me the rundown on The Usual Surprises.
A lighthearted comedy taking place during a surprise birthday party of a 34-year-old Sid McBacon. The story is told from 8 different perspectives to keep the audience guessing who the protagonist actually is. The movie ends with the biggest surprise of them all. Sid suddenly dies of an epileptic seizure. I guess it's more of a dark comedy.
No kidding. Well, that's what we need.
Oh, never mind.
Not the cultured type.
Of course we aren't.
Hey.
Sure. Any suggestions?
Yes, now that we have this option.
How about The Usual Surprises?
Business as usual.
Alright. He's gonna walk in. We got followed, or we have to walk in ourselves? Looks like ourselves.
I can't believe you guys did all this for me. You know, what's the smell? Bacon? Oh, Bobby, my head hurts.
I'm gonna try and sneak
I'm
by.
seizing. Thank you. You've been a great audience.
No point. I wouldn't even know what room to go to.
Well, looks like that didn't work. What did I forget? Because she wasn't paying attention. We needed her
That
to pay
wasn't
attention.
really an electrifying performance. I'll have to intervene somehow.
Uh-huh. Of course we will. I have an idea. Oh, you hurry up. Alright, Goober, I'm ready this time. I thought I could just run back there, but no.
Hey, doofus.
Oh, hi.
Hello. Let's do this.
Hey.
Sure.
Do this.
How about
Business as usual.
I like clicking in clever times to change the dialogue to where it's shorter and sometimes funnier. Okay, let's try this again.
I can't believe you guys did all this for me.
Take this.
You know, what's the smell? Bacon? Oh, Bobby, my head hurts.
Nurse? He's seizing!
Oh, shit!
Man, I feel like a total jackass. I'll have to make it up to the poor guy later.
Or not. I'm fine with not. It's hacking time. Thank you, Hacker Dave. We're gonna get your admin credentials. Bada bing. Hurry up though. We don't have much time. Oh, these computers are old or something. It is the 90s. I guess it should be expected. Ooh. We'll extract. Thank you. I'm not gonna remember that. So, is it written down for me? It's written down for me. Okay. Can I corrupt?
Nah, I don't see any reason to break this computer.
That is a bummer. We just leave. And we go right back. Because the there it goes, the typing thingy. The username is C. Mendez. And the password is... Oh, that's hard to spell. O-T-O-R. Gador. Oh, sweet. So now we just need to type in Wade, and we're good. Charles Wade. 814. Okay, I was about to say, wait, what? He was born in 2024? No, they mean 1924. Because of when this game was made. Yeesh. Crazy. Can I scroll? I can't scroll. There we go. Well, now we know where he is, so we can go get him. I wonder if we can type in anything else here. Dave Gilbert. Of course, nothing. I was trying to be clever, but it failed. Alrighty, well,
Rows and columns of files.
what's this say?
Employee of the month, Carlita Mendez. Ugh, what a joke. It's that obnoxious nurse.
There's no way she's the employee of the month. Ugh.
No thanks. Women's magazines make my brain melt.
As they should. Upstairs! Pool? Wherever Charles Wade is. Do, 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 do. You're just gonna walk right in.
It's all right, Claude.
Understood, sir.
Yeah.
So, you managed to find me.
I did.
Well, let's get this over with then. How do you want your pictures? Shall I get some tubes to fill my face with? Will that suffice for your front page?
I'm no journalist. Well, not yet anyway.
She's but a cub. So, you're hoping for your big break. Surely this must be worth an internship at one of the big papers. Do you want me to call Thompson at the Times and get it over with? I still play golf with him every once in a while.
Let's see here.
You're assuming a lot, Mr. Wade.
Guilty as charged. It's a stance I find remarkably effective for a man with little time and a tendency to be correct.
You might want to rethink that attitude. I have a history of surprising people.
Is that so? Very well. I'll indulge you for now. Who are you then?
I'm Kathy Rain. Joseph was my grandfather.
Now I remember. You were at the funeral.
I was.
You were late.
I needed my morning smoke. Besides, it's not like Grandpa was going anywhere.
Wow.
Oh, just look at her, Claude. She's absolutely fearless. That's Joseph's blood running through her veins.
She certainly has a smart mouth, sir.
I must say, you have me intrigued, Kathy. What can this old man help you with?
Well, let's talk about Cocky.
Do you recognize the call sign Cocky?
Would be strange if I didn't, since I was the one who coined it. It belongs to a fellow named Jimmy Cochran. He was a coward, really. The nickname is somewhat of a bad joke.
Perfect. Thanks.
Uh-huh. Oh, sweet. Now we can actually look that up in the phone book and find him. We can also talk about him.
Tell me about Jimmy Cochran. Is he still alive?
No, he's
In a
dead.
literal sense. He's been held in a mental institution for years.
I guess,
Let me guess.
yeah.
Since 81?
Either 82 or 83. I'm fairly certain it was early 83.
Do you remember the name of the institution?
Something starting with an E. Emerson, Everton, or similar.
Ingstrom? Ingstrom Psychiatric Hospital?
Yes, that's the one. You know the place, Kathy.
Well, might as well.
I do. My mother is in there. Sharon Evans? I had her committed about a year ago.
I see. It must have taken a lot of courage to do that, Kathy. Mothers have a lot of power over us. More than most of us care to admit.
I guess so. Do you know why Jimmy ended up in there?
Some obsessive-compulsive syndrome. He became fixated with circles and started hurting himself, trying to scratch the circles out of his head.
Creepy. I wonder what set him off. I think I'll check the place out tomorrow. Too late to head back to the city now.
We'll have to, yep. Let's, now he'll know, well, you know what, we'll get to the business end first, and then we'll talk about opinions.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather in 81?
I wish I did, Kathy. You must know I did everything in my power to help. How do you think Mary Elizabeth could afford all that expensive treatment? MRIs, neurologists, say what you will about Joseph. But he was never rich.
Strange. Grandma never mentioned that to me.
She's just too proud. At first she refused. She was convinced that I had an agenda, that there were strings attached.
And were there?
Don't be silly. Despite all that had happened, I still loved Joseph dearly. I wanted to help. People from places like this have a deeply rooted mistrust in the rich, passed on for generations. In her eyes, I had become one of them.
So that's all you know about the whole affair?
Are you implying that there's more to know? I left the diagnosis to the professionals. Mrs. Rain accepted the health care, but asked me to stay out of everything else. So I did.
I see. What can you tell me about your friendship with Grandpa?
Joseph was the best friend I ever had. We grew up together, married our high school sweethearts together, went to war together. I can't even begin to count the number of times he's saved my life. I repaid the favor once or twice, but he came up ahead, no doubt.
So, when did you two lose touch? I heard that something happened between you and him. What was it?
The truth is, Brian Rain happened. Sharon Evans happened.
My parents?
Yes. They ruined everything with their vile, destructive behavior. I couldn't have that around my daughter or my newborn grandson. Joseph was naive. He believed that anyone could be helped, that anyone could be reasoned with, given a chance. He was just too good, bless him. He should have been harder on Brian, more strict.
I'm going to agree.
I wouldn't mind teaching my old man some manners myself, wherever he is.
Yes, of course. You must understand this better than anyone. People like your father simply cannot grasp how far their bad influence spreads. So our families started drifting apart. Eventually, my company grew much too large for this little town, and we moved on. Not long after that, your grandfather ended up in that wheelchair. That marked the end of our friendship, for obvious reasons.
Not quite that obvious to me, honestly, but whatever.
You bought a number of paintings by Lily Myers. Why?
I'm known to dabble in art from time to time. Martha, my wife at the time, was enamored with the paintings. I believe she first saw them at the high school which the Myers girl attended. Anyway, after the poor girl killed herself, I bought the paintings speculatively. When a young artist with any talent to speak of commits suicide, it can be a wet dream of certain connoisseurs. Shortly after procuring the art, I had it valued by an expert who determined that the value was 3 times the amount I bought it for. Today, I'm sure I would have made my money back tenfold or more if it wasn't for the art theft.
What art theft?
There was a burglary at the mansion I used to own here in town. It was all over the local news at the time.
Well, shit.
Eloquently put.
Thank you. What are you changing that to? Oh, it was stolen. Yeah, of course.
Can you tell me about the art theft?
Well, somebody broke in, stole the paintings, and got out. Fairly clumsy job. Lots of broken windows. The strangest thing was that I had a Monet, a Rembrandt, and 2 paintings by Picasso, untouched. But every single painting by an unknown local artist, gone.
That can't be a coincidence.
Agreed. Somebody wanted those paintings badly.
I assume there was an investigation.
Yes, Sheriff Truman came by with his deputy a few hours later, but they didn't have much luck. They found a few hairs, which turned out to be from Ruffles, the family dog.
Some stunning police work right there.
Indeed. There was a single witness, though, who said he could make out multiple burglars leaving the scene of the crime, but nothing more than that.
So, I take it the case was closed?
Yes. I honestly didn't care much one way or the other, given the fact that my most expensive pieces were safe and sound.
I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff about the matter, if that's okay with you.
Certainly. I'll call ahead and instruct him to give you everything you need.
That'd be great. Thanks, Charles.
That was
Anytime.
incredibly helpful.
But I'm curious, what's your interest in the paintings?
I've learned that my grandfather went to
expecting
Sue and
choices.
asked to see them, right before he had his injury.
Is that so? Strange.
Well, we only have one thing left to talk about, and it's the Holy Trinity Church.
What can you tell me about the Church of the Holy Trinity?
They seem like any other church to me. But then again, I'm not their usual clientele. Weddings, baptisms, and funerals are just about what I can muster. And I always leave early.
Okay, goodbye.
Thanks, Charles. That's all I need for now.
You're welcome, Kathy. Come back anytime.
I don't even know if we'll need to be back. Can I just look at your stuff?
Looks like Wade brought some of his old tunes with him.
Phone.
A private phone. Wade must get special privileges here.
Maybe that's why he's here. Alrighty. Painting.
Just some boring landscape paintings.
Okay, fine. They're boring, apparently. Can I talk to Claude?
I'd rather not. He'd crush me like a twig.
Well, fine. Leave it is. I wonder if Nurse is back. If she's not, I want to corrupt your computer. Corrupt. Ah, it's not gonna let me. That's right. Fine, we'll leave. I didn't think we'd actually get out of here this episode based on how things were going. But I'm glad we are. Let's head to Sheriff Truman and see if we can talk to him about stuff. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-doop-a-doop-a-doo-ba-doo. Hello. Nice talking to you, Lenny. Lenny. And we're gonna talk to the sheriff now.
Hello, Sheriff. Mind if I ask you a few more questions?
No.
If you must.
Same thing. Ooh, that's this. Yeah, sure.
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
Nope.
Well, thank you. This is what we need to talk about.
Do you know anything about the art theft in the Wade estate?
Yes, Mr. Wade phoned ahead about that.
Why are you the quietest person in this
Lenny!
game?
Yes, boss.
Get the report from the burglary in the Wade estate back in '86?
On it, boss. There you go, Kathy.
Thanks, buddy.
Alrighty. Let's see. That's the botany thing. Let's look at this. The alarm in the Wade estate is triggered, blah, blah, blah. We read it.
I gotta find this Goldfarb guy. Maybe he knows more about the burglary.
Well, that's two people look up in the phone book of phoneness. Let's see. Yeah, let's end off looking at them numbers. To the rain place. It's not raining today, though. Where's the music? Took a little bit to queue up. Let's see here. We're gonna go with, we'll start here.
No Goldfarb in here. Maybe he moved? I should ask around and see if anyone knows him.
And you.
No result for that.
Oh, come on. What's the church say?
Nah, nothing like that in here.
Really? I'm actually surprised. Can I look for this?
No result for that.
Okay, fine. Boring. You're boring, Kathy. Anyway. Ugh, that was kind of a long episode. Well, there's one last thing we can do for the day. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna head to the nature reserve. We're gonna skip ahead to this location. There's a flower. And weird music.
Well, this is it. This is where the picture was taken. I'm not sure what I expected to find here. I need to clear my head.
You gonna smoke? Of course you are. Okay, smoking. It's a dude.
What the?
We've met before, haven't we?
Nope. Just no. I'd remember a creepy bald dude with makeup.
Memories can deceive, Kathy. Dig deeper.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
You told me, remember?
No.
I feel strange. Am I dreaming?
It's the mending I will try to facilitate.
You're not real. I'm lying asleep in my bed right now.
Focus,
will wake us up
Kathy.
in a minute.
Listen to the drowned girl.
You mean Lily? What about her?
She's the anomaly, the missing refrain, the convergence point of things past and events yet to happen.
Dial down the metaphors a notch, would you, Mr. Kafka? I get enough of that shit in English class.
I knew you wouldn't disappoint. I'm glad, given how much trouble I went through to be here. You see, my name was taken from me, so I claimed a color in its stead. The next time we meet, you'll know the exact hue of red. You're on the right path, Kathy. Follow your grandfather, and everything will work out in the end.
Wait, what? How did I get here? Am I going crazy? Am I turning into Mom?
Hopefully not. Otherwise, this game would go downhill really, really fast. But I think that's definitely a good place to end things off. So next time on Kathy Rain, unless I change my mind, we're going to be heading to the Church of the Holy Trinity. See you guys then.